Marking Sababe Kasa, and as you were saying, you give us a breakdown because there's a video or share as near so. Yes,
apparently in some way in a course no vetting in a doing in Aba. And at that time, Okuja Tokoka say, or was there evidence about a fair markings acquiring government land? Oh, Winnibano. And I feel saying the only on Canina, Yama also winning. Oh, we said 99 years, we say 50 years. On Canina, and then the chairman at the vetting committee in Derby is not allowed. To all Okuja to exposing the findings, no, vetting a year period ni emu. And then say, Nasa. Why a fair marking say why hot cake media houses ningin na so me interview no yango ponfa kwan bi aso hire nipa o onu so ni hire na aba no onkasa
everywhere
he has even become popular than when he was in when their party was in governance.
It's true.
When their party was in governance, so better sa fair marking kasa na say gidigidi bi na esi no makopie mu wo court now about explaining court proceedings need their course na say pa the hot cake
we who know
say and cry so interview or baby sir
baby brave
enye easy o enti joy
TV3 pen onko
obeko enche. That's one thing about Ghanaian media. Just know say we friend no can be na juice no say sell pen no
e was TV3 no mo the letter cause media journal mo ni omo nyi
enti mo ntimi friend no that's the only thing enko mo benya pass on me friend no. Because you say no, my media for any content pa.
Say opposition gives content.
Yes, or more content.
Opposition gives content more than
majority
incumbents. It's incumbents the no babeka or better to be defended. Opposition no.
Or one semka. And do
you know the funny thing? This particular for your markings, a bra King Agyapong MP no, he was forcing King Agyapong crash a cock pa Akufo-Addo just say a man in minister Akufo-Addo in fee.
I think say a film markings essay or no one can so on
yet.
Because he was focused on his business.
I don't think so. You can share this particular video. Or cast $50 million be.
Yeah.
We play in the company. We buy a better also.
No politicians will do that. Now let's deal with Mr. Ablakwa.
Yes.
Ablakwa is one person I respect so much. We share the same esprit de corps. Is somebody we entered parliament together. He knows what is between the two of us. Some of his designer suit, I will ask him, Ablakwa, show me the design, I'll go and buy. He wears nice shoes. He dresses well, a gentleman, dressing, whatever. We relate well. Before his vetting, ask Ablakwa whether we didn't sit as brothers. I said, Sammy, there were things that you went overboard. I think if you make concessions, we'll be fine. Is that okay? Meanwhile, I was aware that this is aura. Guys, have been flying drones in Winneba on my property. I kept quiet. I managed it. They've been flying. They go to my beachfront property. They mounted a drone. They flew it from the community center just by the Nshona. Okay? And my boys saw it. I told them, ignore. When government changes, people do all manner of things. They went to my White House, the one at the veterinary area. Flew, checking
Winneba as well.
Winneba. In Abelempe, you'll be there and you'll be seeing drones. In the morning, the policemen have been seeing it. They tell me, I said, ignore. Sometimes early in the morning, we see that behind the rail line. But I know that it is spying my house. What is the business of drones in the minority leaders' house? Meanwhile, I've lived in my Abelempe residence since for over 20 years. My firstborn is 21. I lived there before having given birth to Ian. Is that okay? My residence in Winneba. I've had my properties. All these years, I'm a businessman. I am a well-established person. All these properties.
Are you able to respond to people who have also started questioning that, at least by the calculations they are making, you must have been 21 before acquiring that particular property. What were you doing amongst others?
Don't worry. Let's get there.
Maybe briefly on that.
No, not briefly. It's an important thing. Don't say briefly. When we finished school, 1997, we had to stay home for 2 years. So I came to hustle in Accra. Through the hustling and schooling, I found my way at Ghana Post. So I was working as a post boy. Rose through the ranks to principal post officer. I was given a scholarship to go and study at Kivas. When I went to Kivas, 99, got in 2001. Before I'd come into office. In July, when we vacated, I didn't go back to school because there was a career counseling and they introduced us into entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So I abandoned school. My colleagues know. I left Kivas at level 300. Okay? I didn't go back to school. I abandoned school to come and chase money. I bought my first Mercedes, my BMW. I still have those old cars packed.
Okay.
I was fine. No, MFA, you must hear this. You brought it. Even if it is the last minute. No, you are not done.
But we've heard you.
No, you want to know. Please get the facts. And I started running my business. I married. I had my wedding at age 23. My wife was 22. Is that okay? I started running Excel Courier, a multi-million-dollar investment. Stanchart gave me $5 million facility. Barclays Bank gave me $10 million facility.
Now you're sounding like you may be bragging.
I'm not, because you need to know the fact.
I need to know.
I am saying that
you.
At a young
but
guy,
how do you respond to criticism?
Do you want us to have a conversation?
At least I don't want to go through.
You said that some people said, "How did I acquire?" I wasn't in public service. Wait, you say some people are saying I was too young. Of course,
and
I'm saying that. Question. Sure, I will answer.
But you've answered.
Though I was not in public service, I started business early. I've worked for Guinness. I have my trucks. We're doing work for Diamond Cement from Tablibo to Togo to Aflawo to Bupe. My tankers haul from Ivory Coast all the way to Jos Plateau.
We can't go through all the things
my business in Awaso
how do you then
quite a number of people.
At least let's go back to the
I am not one of those people who would come in and I'm not a tenant. I am a landlord. I'm not somebody who will buy property and put it in somebody's name. I won't do it.
Okay.
I will never do it. It is my bona fide.
Yes.
And I am proud of my work as a businessman. It's the reason why I didn't go into government. The reason why I told my regional minister when we won power 2017 that said, because of my business, I won't go. It's the reason why even in 2021, Kennedy Agyapong fought me. That we are Kwaji Interior Minister, I will say won't pay. We are Kwaji Health Minister, I will say won't pay. Me say because I'm running my private business.
Okay.
I want to run my business. I don't want to go into government. I would want to get into government when I'm in my late 50s or in my 60s. At that time,
and you're living that dream now. That's
I would have settled in.
Let's talk about.
So
let's talk a bit more.
I just need you to understand.
Mr. Minority Leader, I've heard you.
No, let me conclude. Let me conclude.
Okay.
I would hear you. Let me conclude. The gentleman brought a search report and created the impression that my lands in Winneba are state land. With the greatest respect,
we've checked on that.
You've checked, and what was your outcome?
What I'm saying, at least that land is not a state land. At least, I would give my producers that, so we put that.
I would end it.
But I would want to find out back to the vetting or appointments committee.